So hey there guys, I've just watched episode 10 of Vinland Saga. The reaction is in the description. Go watch it and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. This is not going to be a long discussion, definitely. And I wanted to tell something in the end of the reaction and said like, no, we're going to discuss that. And of course, I forgot, even though it was like 30 damn seconds. Man, what I wanted to say, I forgot. Anyways, I think I'm gonna remember that later on. Man, it was almost here. Oh yeah, I remembered. This episode was split in some. I mean, it was not like super split, but there were moments in here where Thorfinn was imagining, dreaming of his father, of his family, and like nice people, and it had like a whole calm and very nice mood in there. It was pleasing to watch. I mean, I'm not against even seeing those characters from the dream sequence in this world, in this bloody world now, but there's no characters from this flashback here. They're forgotten. I don't know how's Ilva. I don't know how's Helga. I remember his mother's name, and of course I miss my man Thor's. And in this nice moment, and then we switch to them pirates eating, farting, fighting each other, and like taking women and blood everywhere, and just instant mood change. And this anime needs a bit more of nice moments, because constant blood and stupid goon faces, how much would you show them to me? Like, have something nice in here. Even Attack on Titan, with all his bloody blood and gutsy guts, it still had moments. And I mean, Attack on Titan has had a lot of nice characters. Here we're following bad guys, very bad guys. Say what you want. They're just what Askeladd did in the end. I mean, there was a very Askeladd-ish action. He's just thinking about himself, his guys, his team, and the profits. I mean, he's basically like a businessman, a middle age, not he middle aged, but middle age in terms of history, businessman, who's a very bloodthirsty man and who's gonna do everything, whatever it takes to achieve his goal of earning money. And that's basically real men businessmen, though they just don't kill people physically, but they also do a lot of terrible things. They don't care about it, like those people who were what's it called? I mean, I don't know. When someone calls you on your phone, your private phone, because your phone is known here and there and then leaked, and they call you and like, oh, we have this, we have that. You have to have you will be rich. You know, this fucking forgot the word, but people who lie to you. And this goes on an official level, like banks, they lie to you. They say no, it's good, but then they give you the paper, the main paper that you have to sign, and it's like this fat, and there's like a lot of stuff written in here. They lie to you, and when they say, oh, it was your fault, and we were not lying, we were just not speaking about that, that's a fucking lie. For me, that's a lie. If something says it's gonna be fine, but it turns out it's not, because there were like other little moments that they didn't they haven't discussed with you, that was a fucking lie. And current businessmen, they just do the same thing. They just achieve their goal, need more money, and don't care about humans that they're harming in the process. That's basically Askeladd. He felt the moment that it was like, if it's like a jackpot basically. Thorkell, because he was very, very sad that all the Vikings, the majority of Vikings left the battle. He's like throwing rocks at them, and yeah, and then the guy comes and says that, you know what, there's actually a prince in there, the very important person. And the prince is weird, but we're gonna get to that. And he's like, what? Prince? And that instantly clicked in his mind. Like, oh, we take Prince, he's important, and they're gonna attack us again, and we're gonna have fun fighting again. He's gonna have fun. So that was his plan, and of course, it worked because, I mean, not the plan worked, but them capturing the prince, because this guy is it's like a mountain, you cannot do anything with him. And Askeladd saw basically the same thing, taking the prince, but not to fight, but to just sell it. And not to just sell it, because by taking this prince, he stays in the middle between Englishmen and Vikings, because they want this man and other people also want this man. It's a very influential person. It's a very expensive person, and Askeladd just saw tons of money. And the way he is, he can fucking say that he's selling it to one people, but then actually take the money and sell it to another people, and then take the money, look at them killing each other, and they're gonna kidnap the man and the money and their horses and something like that. And that's cool. He's this opportunistic person, and that's nice. It's just I just don't like him killing people, and I don't like him killing Thors. So of course I'm not rooting for him. So I'm sorry, but he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy, and he has his moments, like that moment. And by the way, he also mentioned this little moment that we were speaking before about him getting old. About mentioning about Ragnarok coming, and we better should dance now while we can, basically. And that kinda implies that he actually may be ill, or he's thinking about that he's getting old. I don't know, but that's somehow I kinda more and more having those thoughts that might actually be a thing in this story. But we'll see. And yeah, basically the whole episode started with Thorkell throwing rocks and being very, very angry, and the prince, which, as I've said, his face is very well hidden. He never spoke. He's very hidden, and he's very closed from everything. And I have a feeling it might be a woman. Maybe I'm stupid, but who knows? I wonder what's up with this prince of theirs. It's very religious person, have his own priest. And yeah, Thorkell heard that actually there is a prince here. Then we see flashback and all our people again, and it was nice. So basically his father told him that, could you please stop the revenge thing and just go out with it, yeah, I was killed, but don't ruin your life because of that. At least for me, I'm not angry anymore at Askeladd. Yeah, he killed him and fuck him, but so much time passed that kind of time heals. It does not remove the pain from losing someone, in real life and everywhere. But it heals. You're just kind of getting over it. But for Thorfinn, he's like having one mission, but he's not thinking about people who are dead. They're dead already. You don't need to care about them. But people who are alive, those need to be cared of. And Thorfinn has family, his sister and mother, and his friends, and Leif. Who knows how they're living there? I don't know. They had their issues as well with this guy with no, what's his name? Harold? No, not Harold. Halfdan, the guy with the chain. They had their fights previously, and now when there's no Thors, it's he can take other people, and we remember how he likes violence and slavery. So it was many years already since the moment Thors died. And Thorfinn being here, he better go and see his family. He's just like join them pirates and just fighting with them. Either he likes that or not, but he's doing that. And he could have spent this energy on something better, on something good, on his family, on his something, on people who cares about. And that's basically his father saying to him in his dreamlike state, stop the goddamn violence thing. I mean, yeah, he killed me, what can we do? And then they see, he basically sees his village taken. It was not his village, he saw that in Vinland. And maybe they actually went to Vinland, who knows, because Leif kinda knows about the place, so he could have led them there. And by the way, Leif, as far as I remember, he said that he will try to find Thorfinn. He will spend how much time is needed, but he will find it. He said it to Mother, to Helga. So he's still searching for him, and I think there is a pretty noticeable opportunity for them to actually meet at some point. And I would be gladly seeing Thorfinn departed from this guy, even though we don't have some like major plot line in here. We have some little backstage Game of Thrones basically thing. Not Game of Thrones, but yeah, fighting between countries. But plot-wise, there's nothing that kinda... There's nothing. There's like revenge mission for Thorfinn, and there's some mystery of a prince, and there's like wars going on. So if Thorfinn's gonna get out of the war and revenge plot, there's nothing gonna be left in the story. And that kind of bothers me. For until now, there's nothing more. So it either have to continue with what we have now, either something new have to be brought up. Some like little some love story of his, maybe like dramatic. I don't know, something. So I don't know what's the focus of the story yet. Is the focus is Thorfinn? Is the focus are goons, Askeladd goons? Is the focus is like this war between guys, or is just everything and nothing at the same time? I don't know. Don't tell me. Don't explain to me. But yeah, I have a little issue with this anime. This is like I cannot understand what exactly is it about, because it's just about everything. So then Thorfinn awakes, screams. The horse will be like, and yeah, goons started fighting each other because someone called him like called another guy cow thief or something, and it seems like for Vikings it's a very serious insult. And then Thorfinn met Askeladd at the ruins of Roman Empire, and that was an interesting moment. So he held the coin, the Roman coin. I mean, whoa, that coin. I like old coins, and I don't have anything even close to that. The oldest coin I have is less than 100 years. I mean, no, I don't have older than that, but my parents, they have like a bit older one, but it looks like shit. It's very um, destroyed by time basically. But yeah, but old coins that have like 1,000 or maybe even more than 1,000 years old, those are whoa. Never saw anything like that, and that's cool that Askeladd just have that and like looking at it. And Thorfinn just threw it away. Jeez, people, be nice to history and historical stuff. So Askeladd is there, and he's pretty as well. This guy Askeladd is a mood swinger. 1 second he's looking very dramatic and sad, and like he thinks a lot, and that was with him from the very beginning, from the time he appeared in the story. He either very serious and thinks a lot, either he's like in his gang leader mode when he's like just goes all out. And as I've said, I cannot read this guy. I mean, where's the real Askeladd? I feel like the real Askeladd is that thinking guy, silent thinking guy who's like looking down and thinks about something. He definitely have some interesting backstory. I am sure about it, and I would like to see it. I would gladly like to see his backstory, some gigantic few episodes, flashback of him, because I would like to like him. I would like to know him more. That's the issue, because I don't really grab to those. I can't really grab to grab. What's the word? I mean, those characters. I can't relate to them because they just appeared and now I have to like them. No, I need something about them to like. Like Thorfinn, I have his backstory. I saw him growing, and Thor's having his flashbacks, about his life. So they have some value. But these guys, they're just goons. They just appeared, and now I'm looking at them living. I need to know more about Askeladd. Because even after he killed Thor's, fuck that, I still may end up liking him. If they're gonna show me some amazing backstory of him losing everything and his 5 children or something like that, and him fighting for good or something, and then just his life bringing him to, he does not believe in good anymore, something like that. Something, I mean, maybe not like that, but something. At least give me something. Because if we're following characters for such a long time, it would have been very good to at least give us something that we can relate to about these characters. Just giving us charismatic guys is not enough. Attack on Titan worked because we had all those characters basically growing up, going through changes in their lives. And here we're just pirates having fun, eating meat, farting and raping women. I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's whatever I say is actually you agree with me, I don't know, but for me it's something's missing. Something's missing. It's a very good anime. I'd rate it 9 out of 10 for this moment. But I mean, I rate everything basically. Rarely something is lower than 9. I think everything that I watched It was 10 for me. Steins Gate probably was a 9, but it was closer to 10. It was 10, but I expected a different 10. So I just expected it to be more. But anyways, not about Steins Gate, sorry. So they have this dialogue where Askeladd mentions, by the way, that you're young, I'm getting old, and at some point, of course, you're gonna win your duel. And that's the big issue for Thorfinn. The time's going, and yeah, he's getting strong, but his enemy, his warrior that he wants to defeat as a warrior, is getting weak. And that's bad for him. And I also think that he just have to drop the damn revenge plot and go with his life. And then he gives a little story about this land, that Romans were here. But I mean, yeah, Romans. There's a very long story about Romans, and they lost because of the reasons. Every huge civilization that existed at one time and stopped existing, it had a lot of reasons to cease existing. And a lot of those reasons came not just from people who decided to conquer them, but from the inside. And Romans had this moment, even though they were a great nation, but I mean, so were Greeks, with Alexander the Great conquering the whole damn world. Basically, for them, that was the whole damn. Or Egyptians. A lot of nations were powerful, and a lot of nations fell. Some of the nations were like literally, basically erased, like Mayans. I mean, some of them kind of exist, but this is not the civilization. They're just like people that kind of related to those people. And what mostly killed Mayans? Those were not damn conquistadors people. Those were diseases that came from Europe with these conquistadors, like bacteria and viruses and shit. They mostly died because of that. Not just conquistadors. And they had tribe wars as well. So history, guys, is filled with such moments of one nation's raising and another nation's destroying them and raising at their place, and switching and switching and switching. And here he says that, yeah, Englishmen took this land from Romans, and now we're taking it from them. But we know that historically Vikings are not living in England. In the end, Englishmen won. Even though they had those wars here. And who knows what's gonna happen later. So anyways, and then they see the poor guy, and Askeladd is like, oh, you want a horse? Oh, tell me the story. And he's like, you know what? Thorkell. They even gave him to drink. Jesus. Askeladd, such a bastard. Just killed the poor guy and his horse. Because of the money. So he told the story that Thorkell attacked, killed everyone, grabbed the prince with his man Ragnar, and now he wanted to. This guy wanted to tell everyone, so they go back and save the prince. And Askeladd like, ooh, ding, money in his eyes, and he's like, nope, we're taking prince. Kills the poor guy. And I mean, I understand him. I basically almost instantly understood that. What was that, though? Oh, that's loud. 1 sec. There was some woman. Don't you hear it, Bjorn? When he was speaking about Ragnarok and stuff, he saw that little moment of some woman. I think it's a woman. Maybe it's a prince. I don't know. How can you tell who is that? I think it's a woman, but they say that woman-looking person is a prince. So I don't know. That someone here, some blonde human being, is standing near the ocean and there's breeze. And Askeladd says like, oof, the sound of Ragnarok footsteps drawing near and we have to act. Basically, with the face of... no, do you think it's a face of a nice guy? Nope. Not a nice guy. And he kills poor guy, kills his horse. I don't know. Maybe Askeladd is somehow related to the prince. May this be true? That may be true. Because his reaction on Thorkell taking the prince was very instant. It may mean that he has some personal connection to that, because we saw someone with hair, and after that he instantly killed the man. So I don't know. I mean, there is still some plot going on, some secrets going on. And Thorfinn saw that and like, something like that. I don't know, guys. That's interesting. Anyways, it's interesting to see where it goes. And I really wonder about the prince. What the hell with the prince? That bothers me. So yep. Thank you for watching, guys. That the episode ended, the discussion ended. See you in the next video. Bye bye.